going to learn about time signatures in music. A 2/4 or a 3/4 or a 4/4. These are all indicative of the time signature of music. Remember this. The top number will always tell you how many, and the bottom number tells you of what type of note. So the top, how many, and the bottom, what kind of note or what type of note. So when you see a 2/4, it simply means that in each measure you will have 2 quarter notes in each measure, or anything equal to 2 quarter notes. So perhaps 2 quarter notes or 4 eighth notes or quavers, or 1 quarter note with 2 quavers, because 2 quavers or eighth notes make up 1 quarter note. So the top number will always tell me how many, and the bottom number will tell me of what kind of note. So anything equal to 2 quarter notes have to fit in each measure if that is what my time signature indicates. If we look at a 3/4, it simply means that I will now have 3 quarter notes in each measure, or anything equal to 3 quarter notes in each measure. 3 crotchets in each measure, or anything equal to 3 crotchets in each measure. So I can have the 3 crotchets like we just discussed, or I can have 1 minim or a half note, which is actually equal to 2 crotchets and 1 crotchet, or I can have 1 minim and 2 quavers or eighth notes. It really depends what kind of note values I use, but everything has to add up to 3 crotchets in each measure. That's important. Now for 4/4, which is also called common time, I have to have 4 crotchets of 4 quarter notes in each measure, because remember, the top number tells me how many and the bottom number tells me of what type of note. So 4 crotchets in a bar or 4 quarter notes in a bar. Now again, I can have 4 crotchets in a bar, or I can have 2 minims in the bar, or I can have 2 crotchets and 4 quavers in a bar. We'll hear a couple of different rhythms that fit in the same time as a 4/4 or common time. Well, sometimes we have different time signatures, something else, where the bottom number isn't a 4. So let's look at some of them. We could have a 2/2, which is also called cut time. Then you have, say, 4/2 or a 3/2. What does all this mean? If I have a 3/2, it simply means I have 3 minims in each bar or in each measure, or anything equal to 3 minims in each measure, and no more. Remember, you can replace note values with rests as well. Now let's hear some examples of 3/2, 2/2, where the minim is in focus. Now let's listen to some examples of other time signatures. We could have a 4/8. Now 8 at the bottom would indicate that I have, let's say in this case, 4 eighth notes or 4 quavers in each measure or anything equal to that. So whenever you see a 4 on the bottom, you know it's crotchets. When you see an 8 on the bottom, you know it's quavers or eighth notes. When you see a 16th on the bottom, you know it's a 16th note. When you see a 2 on the bottom, you know it is a minim or a half note.